I'm Joshua Robinson, Jason's older brother. Jason and I are 18 months apart. And as we are remembering and celebrating his life here in Pocatello today, I know that you guys are doing the same thing there in Kennewick. I was asked to speak on behalf of our family, and I don't know how to summarize my brother's life in just a few minutes. Because any of you who knew him knew that Jason was far more complicated, interesting, and intriguing than you could simply explain in a few minutes. I could tell you countless stories of growing up with a little kid that always tried to find a way to make people laugh, that was looking for the positive side of things. I definitely know that he was a little brother that shared everything, whether it was our Star Wars toys or a candy bar. He always made sure that his big brother got a piece of whatever he had. I remember times when we would ride our bikes down dirt trails in the mountains, and I crashed like crazy and blood was everywhere, and Jason sprinted home by himself 2 miles to get to the house to make sure somebody could come back and take care of me. As he grew up, that didn't change. Whether he was going to school here in junior high and high school and making friends and caring for people, or just living in the neighborhood. We grew up with quite a few kids that shared the same street with us. And Jason was always the one that wanted to make sure that everybody was included, that everybody was provided for. He cared so much about making sure that other people were provided for that, as you know, he joined the Air Force. And it taught him how to swear, that's for sure. But it also taught him how to continue to serve and help other people. And he was good at it. He had a heart that would be there for anyone at any time. And I'm sure many of you that are sitting there listening to this today have stories that you can tell too, where he would stop and just listen to whatever problem you were dealing with, right? Or where he would make you the most important person in the room for the time being. He was a good salesman. He was able to talk people into things, and obviously he climbed the ladder well. He was a great manager. But those aren't the things I remember about my brother. Those are just achievements. And any person can achieve something in this world, but very few people can change the lives of those around them in the process. And that's what I remember, and I will continue to remember about Jason, is if you spent time with him, if you got to know him, you walked away different. You knew that there was something inside this man that was worth getting to know. There was some characteristic about him that made you want to be better. And I firmly believe that that was drilled into him from a little age. I mean, I believe God made him special and unique, but every single day growing up, he would wake up, he would go sit down next to my mom, and she would read the Bible to him. And that happened from the moment we were 2 years old until we were teenagers. And something stuck, because those lessons about putting other people first, about loving others more than you love yourself, Jason learned how to live those out. And I think that's what hurts the most, is I don't get a share in that anymore. And I'm sure you guys are feeling the same pain. And so what I tell myself is, yeah, my brother is gone from this earth, and it'll be a while till I see him again. But I can continue to honor him. And you can continue to honor him by taking those best qualities that he had and making them part of who you are as well.